Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan. Dear Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. Sai Ram to all of you. Dasra and Navarathri, they happen to come together and they are festivals of great significance and importance. In Swami's physical presence, Prashanti Nilayam would become a beehive of activity preparing for 3 different yagnam during the Dasara and Navratri celebrations. What are the 3 yagnas that I am referring to? One is the Karma Yagna, one is the Bhakti Yagna, and one the Jnana Yagna. The Karma Yagna would be the Sri Sathya Sai Grama Seva, wherein the students, teachers and many devotees would go to all the villages in and around Puttaparthi and do Narayan Seva. The Bhakti Yagna would take place in the Purnachandra auditorium premises, the Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yagna. And the Jnana Yagna actually would be in the Sai Kulwant Hall with Bhagwan delivering his magnificent and beautiful discourses. During all of these discourses, during Dasara, Swami would emphasize on the Shakti aspect, the Divine Mother, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, the Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. These would be the content or the subject matter into which Swami would go into great depth. I would not wish to do that now, but something struck me just on the first day of Navarathri. Navarathri, 9 nights. Why Nava? Why 9? Because in my humble opinion, it is significant of the Nava Masa, the 9 months. The 9 months that a mother nourishes, protects and blesses a child in her womb before giving it deliverance. What the mother does in a physical sense, the Divine Mother does in the divine sense. Fosters us, protects us, nourishes us, gives us knowledge before finally giving us deliverance. That is the beautiful connect between the mother and the Divine Mother that we should ponder upon during Navaratri. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee became the Prime Minister of India, he visited Swami. But he did not visit as the Prime Minister, he visited as a devotee. And he was overwhelmed by the love that Swami showered on him. He confessed that he felt it was his own mother. It was a wonderful interview that he had. At the end of it, he asked Swami, Swami, now and then can I keep coming here? Swami said, this is your mother's home. Come and go as you please. Yes, Prashanti Nilayam, the abode of supreme peace, is our mother's home. Any one of us who has even been slightly exposed to Swami's teachings will know the importance that Swami gives to the mother. Swami says, Matru Devo Bhava, mother is God. Mother is the one who points out the father to the child. The father points out the guru or the teacher, and the teacher or guru points out God. So for every soul who has to make this journey to God, the mother is the first step, the most important step, and that's why innumerable times Swami would say, revere your mother, respect your mother, love your mother, treat your mother as God. In fact, Swami would also say, there is a possibility that there is a bad child. Never is there a bad mother. The mother comes closest to God in being the epitome of selflessness. In fact, it is said that God could not be everywhere, and that's why he made mothers. Well, that's a poetic expression because God is everywhere. God is everywhere and he is there in the form of the mother. We are all very, very lucky that all of us have a mother. It is a default. We cannot come into this world to redeem ourselves if we do not have a mother. And that's why we owe our very existence to her and we need to pay obeisance. Always. Be grateful to the mother always in our life. But then we are doubly blessed as well. Not only is Mother God for us, we have had and we are having the opportunity of God being the mother for us. So many times, it is said, Swami's love is that of 1,000 mothers. It has become a cliche. But if we examine it, what does it mean? What does it mean? On one hand, it definitely refers to the intensity. When I say intensity, we may start thinking of all the things that our mother did to us and may feel that Swami possibly has not done this to us physically. Agreed. But then, when I say intensity of Swami's love towards us is so great, I am meaning the fact that Swami's love transcends body and the mind. It's at the level of the soul. And whatever Swami does is absolute selfless for our good. And he does this even in his physical absence. But we get a glimpse of that through little things that he did in his physical presence. I remember during one of the Narayan Sevas, this was an incident narrated to us by one of our teachers. During the Narayan Seva, Swami was going around and serving the Narayanas who had assembled in the ground. As he was serving food, usually it would be a sweetened rice and it would be pulihara or tamarind rice. As he was serving this, he saw that there was a mother seated with her baby. The baby was crying, but the mother was overwhelmed to behold Swami. Swami immediately said, "Hey, we have to get milk for this baby." The moment Swami said that, there were 10 people running in all directions to fetch milk. It's a great opportunity that we get to do something for Swami. Let us remember that always. Whenever we get an opportunity to do anything for Swami, it's an opportunity. Swami does not need that. Swami stood there for a few moments and then continued serving. In the meanwhile, a glass of milk had been brought. A bottle of milk had been brought. Because they saw it's a baby, they bought it in a feeding bottle. They came running and they were about to give it to the mother. Swami said, "Wait, stop." Swami walks back, asks for a glass, and then picks up that bottle, and Swami said, "This milk is hot. It will burn the baby's tongue." And Swami cooled the milk and then gave it to the mother to feed the baby. This is a little thing, no doubt. But it shows that perfection is not a little thing, but it lies in all little things. And as a divine mother, Swami embodied that. Another little episode I would like to narrate. This happened in the April of 1994. Again, this is an incident that I have heard, but I definitely have met this devotee Ramaya. He was a sweeper in our Vrindavan hostel when I was studying there. And this is his story. It happened in the April of 1994. His daughter was to get married and he wanted to seek Swami's blessings for that. So one morning he stood at one corner of the hostel, outside the hostel at one corner. This would come on the ladies' side in Vrindavan for darshan, but it was in a corner and it would be one of the first places that Swami's eyes would fall on as Swami came out of the Trai Vrindavan residence. So he stood there with all hope in his heart. It was a fresh Monday morning. A large crowd had gathered for Swami's darshan and Swami came walking out at around 7:30 or so. As Swami came walking out, Ramaya's heart leapt in joy because Swami was looking at him. He was waiting eagerly. But then Swami did not walk and come towards him. Instead, he walked away from him towards the place where all the devotees had gathered to grant darshan. Ramaya was crestfallen. But then what could he do? Swami completed the rounds and went back inside for granting interviews. At that point in time, the warden came walking out and Ramaya told the warden that he couldn't succeed in getting blessings. The warden told him, "Don't give up hope. Continue to stand and pray. We never know. Till Swami retires, just be here." That's what Ramaya continued to do. Guess what? After 9, a minute after 9 o'clock, the gates open, Swami walks out. Swami comes straight to Ramaya, blesses him profusely. puts Akshata, gives gifts, gives him cash, and then tells, go conduct the wedding of your daughter. All my blessings are there. Ramaya is thrilled. The story doesn't end there. Swami goes on to say, I know you are waiting for my blessings, but see, today is Monday, 7:30 to 9 is Rahu Kalam. I was just waiting for that inauspicious time to get over so that I can come and bless. And exactly after 9, Swami came and blessed him. Look at this, when you're going to do something auspicious, Swami, who is beyond all these things, takes care of these little things because he wants us to experience what divine love, divine compassion, what sensitivity is. Not just that, later on Swami called the warden and gave him multiple saris and said, give this to Ramaya for his daughter. Then the warden said, Swami, one sari. Swami said, yes, one sari you give. Let him choose. The warden said, but Swami, he'll be happy with whatever you give. And Swami said, I am happy to give whatever he wants. So let him choose. If not a mother, who else expresses in this manner? When they say Swami's love is that of 1,000 mothers, I feel the other aspect of this is the fact that at a single point in time, Swami can shower this motherly love onto 1,000 people. This is something that a physical mother cannot do. A physical mother will do it to her children, one at a time possibly. But when we say divine love is that of 1,000 mothers or 1,000,000 mothers, it's because it can simultaneously touch that many people. And many have been the instances that many devotees have witnessed. I would like to share one very touching incident, very poignant incident. It brings tears of sorrow as well as tears of joy. It was the first year when I had joined the Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School for 11th grade, 1998. And I was extremely enthusiastic of every festival or event that would take place because it was the first in my life. The first Guru Purnima with Swami, the first Krishna Janmashtami with Swami, the first Dasara with Swami. And then came the January of 1999, the first sports meet with Swami. And on that sports meet day, the 11th of January 1999, I remember Swami was welcomed into the stadium like an emperor. It was magnificent, a silver chariot in which Swami was seated. And music rented the air, the bands began, the procession began, and wow, it was a thrill of joy, excitement and divinity. A first for me, and I was taking photographs. I had my Nikon 801S camera with a Tamron lens, I still remember. Looking through the lens at full zoom also, Swami was looking like one small small orange figure. But even as that tiny figure, possibly just like this photograph over here, even as that, I could feel the joy that was coming and I was just waiting for Swami to come. As I was looking through the viewfinder, suddenly that loving orange figure vanished. Swami had fallen. Swami had fallen. I put my camera down quickly trying to see what happened. Then I realized it's better to see through the camera. Wondering what happened. How did Swami fall? Where did he fall? What happened? The next moment, Swami was back up. It was fine. It was absolutely fine. And Swami was again waving to the gents and ladies who had gathered, to all the devotees, to all the students. Swami came onto the dais. It was fine, it was forgotten. In fact, it was forgotten for 3 more days because after that we got to know what had happened. But on that sports meet day, it was very, very special because there were 5 campuses putting up programs. And Swami walked down the stage. He walked down amidst the students of each of these campuses, granting them group photos, blessing them, giving Pada Namaskar, talking to them. And when Swami goes amidst the students, it's like, oh my God, bees coming to a flower, I think that's what happens wherever Swami goes, not just the students. Just buzz around him and Swami was also in such a giving mood. Swami is like a candle, he's like a lamp. Burns himself to give light and laughter and love to everyone. That's what he did on that 11th of January. 3 days later, on the Shankranti day, the prize distribution day, that is when we got to know what had happened on the 11th of January. Swami, in that little fall, what we thought was a little fall, had suffered grievous injuries to his back, to his spinal cord, to his shoulder, to his elbow, hand. I remember speaking to brother Nitin Acharya. He was walking beside Swami at that point in time. He said that when Swami actually fell, it was not such a big fall. It was a very, very slight fall, and nobody thought much about it. Not just us who were far away, even those closely around Swami didn't think much about it. But then, what had happened, what had transpired is something beyond. Let me take you back some more days. That year, for some reason, Swami seemed upset on the Vrindavan boys. And he was saying that Vrindavan boys should not come here only for sports practice. Should not come here for the sports meet. Everyone thought Swami is upset. What did we do wrong? And there was a lot of pleading. I was at Prashanti Nilayam. As I said, it was my first year in school. I was new to this concept of Swami being upset with the boys and not talking to them. And I never knew that it can come to a point where Swami tells, don't come for the sports meet. So everyone said, no, Swami, you want to come? They pleaded multiple trips by multiple groups from Vrindavan, and Swami finally said, yes, come. And the Vrindavan boys had indeed come. And then Swami also called the elders, the vice chancellor, the wardens, and Swami said, no, this time sports meet, don't do anything dangerous. Just do some sports and games. Possibly volleyball, football, cricket. And this was very strange because sports meet is not a competitive meet. It's a cooperative meet and a display meet where the students, do beautiful things and also try to do dangerous things. That is the way they want to show their love for Swami. And Swami keeps saying, no, need not do, the love is important, need not do the dangerous things. But, well, what do you say of youth? We want to do something. Swami, I want to jump from the sky for you. I want to ride a horse. I want to ride a bike and make a high ride. I want to do this, Swami. I love you, Swami. I am ready to die for you. That's the spirit of the sports meet, right? Ichha, desire, kriya, action. No jnana possibly. No wisdom. But that's what it is. What we don't realize is that though we are ready to die for Swami, Swami doesn't want us to die for him. Swami wants us to live for him. It's actually much more difficult to live for Swami than to die for him. Dying is just a one-time job. Living for him is something that we have to do every day, every moment of our lives. But then, coming back to the story, Swami had said that, no, don't do any of these. But then Swami, please let us do this. We want to do this for you. Swami said, okay. And then Swami revealed it in his own discourse on the 14th of January. Swami said what was going to happen to a few of the boys. It's terrible. Swami didn't point out who were the boys. Swami said, as I entered the stadium, I saw all the structures that had been readied. I saw the trucks that were going to come. And I knew that it's going to happen. But how can I allow that to happen to my children? I decided to take upon the injuries on myself. And how did he take it upon himself? With that small fall. Small fall, because as I said, Brother Nitin Acharya told me that none of us ever thought that Swami has had any fall. That's why when Swami was on the stage also, on Shanti Vedika in the stadium, nobody thought much about it. Nobody assisted Swami with anything. But then, as Brother Nitin Acharya told me later, in the interview room, Swami showed him and the warden. Swami pulled down his robe and, oh my God, he says that Swami's hand looked like it had been stabbed with a knife and it had been pulled down. Such a big gash, so many injuries on the head, on the back, on the spinal column. See, that is divinity, Divinity can make you fall from the top of a mountain and ensure that you emerge unscathed. And divinity out of love can sacrifice his own body by just gently falling onto the chair and then getting all these injuries. It's amazing. Only the divine can do it. And then when we look back at the 11th of January, on that day, Swami got up from the stage and went to the restroom multiple times. And Swami also revealed why he was doing it. Swami was saying the blood was oozing and coming out. If it drips down onto the floor, if it comes onto the robe, what will the people around think? So I would go into the washroom, wipe all this blood, wash it all away, and then even wash the towels there because I didn't want to leave any blood stains on the towels. Else these boys, I know they will make out something is wrong. That is the extent to which Swami went to ensure that all these children of mine have come with the objective of having a grand, glorious and happy sports meet. So be it. So be it. Though what I have said they didn't listen to, it's alright. And with that one little act, Swami cleared the karma, took over injuries of so many. In one shot, took it on himself and cleared it. And we are grateful to Swami for having revealed it because otherwise we never get to know. Dear brothers and sisters, these are some small episodes where Swami has revealed how many times Swami has gone through so many things which we don't know at all. Now and then we hear from different devotees or students, Swami did this, Swami did that, and believe me, there is no official documentation of all those. That is a divine mother's love that we should contemplate on during Dasara and during this Navarathri. The intensity of so many mothers and simultaneously showering this love on so many across. There is quality and quantity. That is the divine mother. Dear Sai Maa, what shall we say? We are forever grateful to you. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Sai Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. As Durga, you protect us, dear Sai Maa. As Lakshmi, you ensure that we are always happy, prosperous. And as Saraswati, you confer on us knowledge and the highest wisdom. May our love for you keep growing every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.